Woo, saw this coming. Man, I don't know if you guys been on Twitter this morning, but Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall are back at it. And when I say they're going at it pretty hard. And for those that don't know who Savannah Marshall is, because she's not exactly a household name over here, she's the only woman to ever beat Claressa Shields in a boxing event. Now, it was not a pro fight, but she did beat Claressa Shields in an amateur fight about 8 years ago. It was some type of games. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she beat Claressa, and that has haunted Claressa Shields for the last 8 years. It's constantly being thrown in her face by Savannah Marshall. And I ain't gonna front. This is a fight I've been looking forward to for a while myself. Hopefully we'll get it sometime soon. Savannah Marshall is about to fight for a world title if it happens. I mean, because these days things are getting pushed back, so you never know. Now, interesting enough, Savannah Marshall, who normally, if I remember correctly, campaigns at 168, was attempting, and it sounds like first of all, she was supposed to be fighting for a title back in May, but now this, from what I heard, is being pushed to October. But she was supposed to be fighting New Zealand's Giovanna Perez for the WBO light heavyweight title. Now, like I said, as far as I know, she was campaigning at 168. So her fighting at light heavyweight, that could bring something new to the equation. I'm like, well, fight doctor, what you talking about? Well, this the thing. If she wins a light heavyweight title, now she brings something to the table Claressa Shields hasn't had yet. Now, Claressa Shields did not, well, she campaigned at 168, but she only got one title at 168. So at some point, maybe she might want to come back up to 168 to try to unify or become undisputed. But I think she can kind of she could probably let Franchon Cruz-Dezurn handle most of the heavy lifting with that, then come back to 168 and fight her in a rematch. But the 175 thing, that's a title she hasn't, or excuse me, that's a division she hadn't touched yet. So if Savannah Marshall gets that world title, that's something for Claressa Shields to come up to 175 for, which she probably would have did eventually anyway, just to get that 4-division title under her belt, because it don't seem like she's willing to go down to 147, even though that's probably where all the big money fights is. Jessica McCaskill supposedly called her out, which Claressa Shields' response to that was, I mean, you know, why bother calling me out at 147 when you know I'm only going down as low as 154? And I guess that would include Cecilia Brækhus. Speaking of Jessica McCaskill, her highly anticipated fight with Cecilia Brækhus was postponed this morning, and I guess we'll be figuring out when her and Cecilia Brækhus will be fighting, if that fight actually does take place. We saw what happened with the Katie Taylor Amanda Serrano fight that was supposed to be locked up. So who knows? But so that definitely give her even more reason to try to call Claressa Shields out. But and the funny thing about that, I mean, I'm just gonna throw this out there real quick. Can Katie Taylor make 147? And if she could, would you go down to 147 for her? I mean, I know Claressa is way bigger than Katie Taylor, but I'm just saying, you know, for some reason we like these weird matchups these days. So I mean, anything's possible. But those are the two biggest names in women's boxing. So you never know. But my point is, Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall are going to fight eventually. I don't care what weight class it is. It could be 175, 168. It could be 160. I don't know. But eventually they are going to fight. And that reason is bad blood. It ain't about no titles, but that would elevate it. But it's bad blood. Even though Claressa keeps saying stuff like, well, you know, holler at me when you get a title. I ain't even arguing with you. You never even won a title or a medal. I mean, that sounds great, but at the end of the day, you know you want her neck, because she's the only woman that can say she beat you and she keep throwing it up in your face. So it's going to be a fight eventually. I think more. Well, matter of fact, Claressa already said that. She said, let's do it last year. And Savannah Marshall people said, no, we want to bring her along slowly. So whatever. Build it up, whatever. But eventually they are going to fight. And that's pretty much all I got this head busting boxing fight. Doctor, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know, does Savannah Marshall even belong in the ring with Claressa Shields? That's number one. Number two, can Savannah Marshall do what she did in the amateurs and beat Claressa Shields? Hit me in the comment section. Keep it clean, but hit me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. This head busting boxing on Fight Doctor. I am out.